So you probably read this title and you might be thinking, wait a second, beef and broccoli, isn't one of those ingredients, I don't know, a little not vegan? Yes, but the surprising thing is this dish is already really close to being vegan. So we're gonna sub out the beef for Seitan Steak, make a few other tweaks, and bam, the dish is vegan. Enough talking, let's cook. So in a mixing bowl, add 1/3 cup low sodium soy sauce, zest up half a lime, and once that zest, juice that lime right into the marinade. Add 2 tablespoons packed brown sugar, 1 tablespoon grated ginger, 3 cloves grated garlic, and 1 green onion sliced. Simultaneously, while you whisk, stream in 2 teaspoons of toasted sesame oil. I like to place a kitchen towel under the bowl so it doesn't just like fly around while I'm cooking, so I recommend you do that. Now take out your Seitan steak and cut that into bite-sized strips, however you define that. I like to do 1/4 inch wide and about 1.5 inches long. Now please do not get out the ruler. This is just a guideline. Just cut it however you prefer. I'm not the boss of you. Ooh-wee, look at that. Now go ahead and add your steak to the marinade, gently tossing so that all sides of the strips are coated. We're gonna let the steak hang out here for about 20 minutes so it can collect the flavor from the marinade. So while we wait, let's prep the rest of the ingredients and get everything in its place, or mise en place. Go ahead and rinse your rice and get it cooking while we work. Multitasking. Cut up your broccoli into bite-sized florets, as close to the same size as you can get to ensure even cooking. You don't want like one teeny tiny one and one like giant one. Slice up your garlic and slice up your green onions, and then go ahead and measure out that teaspoon of sesame seeds and measure out your stock. Now, it might seem like we're doing a lot here, but we're just getting like literally everything ready because once we start cooking, it is go time. Grab a large pan, lightly oil it, and set it to medium-high heat. Now go ahead and put your steak in the pan, checking the underside after a minute or 2 for light browning. Make sure you save the marinade too. Don't throw that out. We're gonna need that later. Once you see browning on one side, flip them all over. Just a side note, if you don't have a big enough pan, you're gonna need to do this in batches. Okay, now that both sides are brown, set that aside in a bowl for later. Now in the same pan where you had the steak, add 1 tablespoon of oil, then your chili sauce, your sesame seeds, your garlic, and your green onion. Cook that for about 30 seconds, and then add your 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, 1/3 cup of stock, and 1/3 cup of marinade. Add your broccoli, giving it a gentle little sauce bath before covering it with the lid. What we're doing here is we're cooking the broccoli in the sauce. Now this is the hardest part of the dish because you don't want to overcook it and turn the broccoli into mush. So keep the heat low if you need to and check your broccoli frequently. Once the broccoli is done, fold in the beef, simmer it on low heat, uncovered until the sauce tightens up and you know the beef is reheated. Plate by serving next to rice and adding a generous pinch of sesame seeds on top and chopped green onions to make it look all pretty. And eat it immediately. So let's give this a shot. The sauce has really great base heat from the pepper. That and the broccoli just soaks up all the umami from the sauce that's been kind of cooked down. And when you bite into it, it just kind of like explodes with a huge amount of flavor. You have the zest of the lime. You've got the lime juice, kind of like a 1-2 punch. And all of this is framed with the sweetness of that brown sugar. So if you want to make this seitan steak, you can watch my video right up here. I'll put it in the card section. Maybe, I'm not sure which way it is. Go ahead and make that. If you don't, you can usually find a steak alternative in the freezer section of grocery stores. So I think this is a perfect example of a dish where you might have written it off if you were gonna stop eating meat. You might think, I'm never gonna have beef and broccoli again. That's too bad. I really like that dish, but you know, it's okay. I've rarely come across a dish that isn't easily veganizable just by swapping out an ingredient or two. So that does it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. And if this inspired you to make food in your home, then please let me know. It would be so great to hear from you. Until next time, be nice to each other and keep cooking.